Hey, my name is Joe, and I'm alcoholic, among other things. Welcome to 94 Days Later, my video log of my journey in sobriety, or my captain's log for the starship NCC 1967. Space, sobriety, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the dumbass Joe, who is going to do more than a 5-year mission. Please, we need more than 5 years. So far on a 94-day mission to retain sobriety and be less of an asshole every day. But in all seriousness, I've been sober for 94 days. If you viewed my first video last night, you would be able to see I wasn't in such a good place. My ass got broken, and my ass got broken hard this week. And my ass needed to be broken hard this week. And the one beautiful thing about my higher power, God, is that he loves you enough that he will break your ass, and he will send someone in your life into your life with the ability to make sure that ass gets broken proper. My ass got broken in more places than an ass could be broke. I literally think the only reason I didn't die from sadness is God in his mercy was holding me together like a lump of clay in his hands. And I haven't gotten much sleep the last few days. I think I had 2.5, 3 hours last night. But when I woke up this morning, and I always fall asleep right before I got to get up from work. What the fuck is that? Why? Why? So, I wake up this morning. I'd like to say I jump up out of bed, but no. I had to get rid of my bed frame because my back has been fucking killing me. So what I did now is I laid the mattress on the floor. And my back has gotten better. But the mattress is only like one of them, like maybe 9 inches. And thank God I've lost enough weight off of my fat carcass where I could get up. And the first night I slept like that, I was thinking to myself, this idea, she may not be so good. But I was able to do that. I'm able to push myself up, which I end up looking like I'm doing some bizarre upward dog. And then I, on my knees, go over to this steel chair that could hold like the Hulk. And then, like a giant monster slowly rising out of the depths of Tokyo Bay, I get up. And I'm always pleased with myself because I could do it. These normal things all you thin people could do, I can finally do. So I get up this morning and I just feel fucking great. And it's like I could feel God. And I'm broken. I'm completely fucking broken. But the one beautiful thing that's always happened in my life is that God allows me to see him work. And I think that that's true for a lot of people, but you're all looking for the wrong shit, right? You're waiting for fire in the sky and explosions and thunder. And it's like that verse in the Bible where it says, oh, God wasn't in that. The earthquake, he wasn't in that. And then there's a slight breeze across the land. And they said, God was in the breeze. And God was in the breeze. That was the chair. I'm not flatulating. I haven't eaten to flatulate anything. So I get up and I start my day with a prayer. I always say good morning to God. And it's like I could hear God saying, and I'm thinking to myself, why am I in such a great mood? My ass is broken. My ass is fucking dead ass broken. And God's like, I had to break you. This had to happen. Because I was already broken. My entire life has left me broken. You don't get to be over 1,000 fucking pounds and the ability to drink a case of beer every night and not get a fucking buzz without being broken. And when you're a bone that's broken and mended wrong, the only way to fix that bone is to break that bone and mend it correctly. So yeah, my ass got broke, and God bless the person that helped to break my stupid ass, because my ass deserved it. And I'm filled with joy. So I say my morning prayer. I have a prayer I say every morning. Part of it is from a psalm, and then I've added to it. I say, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." But then I added, "Come what may, it's a beautiful day." And then somebody inspired me to add a little bit more to it. So now I say, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Come what may, it's a beautiful day." And then I pray, "Lord, may what come be butterflies and rainbows and love. But if it's hornets, hail, and heartbreak, give us the grace to deal with those hornets, that hail, and the heartbreak." And it's my favorite prayer to say every morning. So I said that. And then I spend an hour in prayer before I start my work. And that's helped me so much. Because if you knew the person I was and that thing inside of me that was a part of what I was, it was this sinister, like a devil Hulk is the only way to describe it. I've always likened myself to the Hulk. Look at the size of my fucking hands. You know, I've always been 3 times the size of any other normal person I've ever been around. So that's why, and the Hulk and the Thing, they were abused in the comic book. Hulk was always hounded by the puny humans. The Thing was always seen as a monster. As a child, I related to that in my formative years of being abused and broken and becoming a bone not set properly. So I'm filled with joy. And I say my prayers, and I say, let me do a good day of work. Let me be a blessing in everyone's life. And I had one of the best days of work in my entire life. As a matter of fact, I had a call that was so good. I went to my supervisor. I said, "You're going to want to listen to this call and maybe let the head person hear it too, because let them know the level, because they're very conscious about the level of customer service. They took a hit. That's why they're bringing it all back to the good old US of A. And now they got this Italian from New York on there, and everyone that calls is laughing their ass off. My team had over 31 CSATs. Now, CSAT is a perfect survey last week. I was over a third of those. I had 5 today. I had 6 yesterday. That's not a normal thing, because most people don't want to be bothered to do a survey. But when you make someone feel joy and feel happiness, they'll even ask me, "Is there a survey I could do for you?" I promise you I'm going to do that. I have surveys coming over the weekend. And my supervisor goes, "People are taking the time on their weekend to do surveys for you. I've never seen such a thing." Actually, my percentage of surveys were so high, I won an Amazon gift card today. So, and I'm proud of that. I work hard. So this lady calls, and I start off with, "Thank you for contacting. My name is Joseph. How may I assist you today?" I was so fucking thrilled to be able to help somebody. And at the end of the call, she says to me, "Can I ask you a question?" I says, "Of course. Yeah, I'm here to answer all your questions." Usually I'm a smartass, and I'll say, "You've come to the right agent. I have more answers than you have questions." So she asks me, I've never had someone so eager to help me. Usually someone picks up the phone. They don't want to be bothered. And she says, "Why are you different? You're so lively. You're so energetic." I said, "Honestly, it's prayer. I've connected with my higher power." And I told her, I says, "Today I'm 94 days sober. I had," and I'm crying. And I was laughing. I said to the lady, "You're making me choke up." I said, "I had some bad news this week. Something that happened that just broke me." And we're talking about faith, and we share the same faith, and I'm telling her stories. And at one point I finally said, and the call's getting long, I said, well, my supervisor's going to be mad that there's calls waiting. I could have talked to this woman all day. It was beautiful. It was the most beautiful call I've ever taken. And I was on fire the entire day. And this is on like 2 hours of sleep, maybe 2.5 tops. And, you know, when you follow any program, the first thing you have to do is make that connection with your higher power. And your higher power may need to break you. He may need to twist your head around 360 to show you the nasty, evil motherfucker that you were to the people that you love. And like I said last night, it's only when you come face to face with that horror show that you don't want that horror show to ever, ever exist again. And hey, you know what? And this is something. This is life. This may have cost a friendship that is extremely dear to me. Someone that I love with, literally, it's like a supernatural love. But I you know, if you don't love someone like that, you know, it takes someone with the strength to break someone. And you have to love somebody with that kind of strength for them to have the strength to break someone, or else it wouldn't matter. Because just nobody can hurt you. You know, and when I say hurt, I don't mean like they're hurting deliberately. Some whacks to the ass are much deserved. So it was a beautiful day, you know. And then I make the next step in my journey. And I remembered that, you know, because it's all good and well to think, yeah, you don't fucking march around. It's gone. It's never coming back. No, this is a part of sobriety. That motherfucker could always be there. You know, your enemy, the devil, prowls around you like a hungry lion looking to strike. And I remembered hearing that my company has an employee assistance program where you can get free counseling and therapy. Now, Hoover, motherfucker, I know you're watching this. My brother that I've never met in person, my Rick Jones. So, Hoove, this Hulk is finally getting a Doc Samson. Which, why didn't I think about that years ago? Even the Hulk has a psychiatrist, a therapist. And, well, that just goes to show you how dinosaur dumb my brain is. I like to tell people, I say, I'm not a stupid person. I'm fucking clever. I could weave words. And that's the thing. I could weave words, and it's the most beautiful thing in the world. But that other thing inside can weave words that are like a fucking scalpel dissecting someone while they're alive. And that thing I'm not letting come back. And that's the thing. So tomorrow night, I'm meeting with a licensed professional. So, as we call it back in the 70s, a shrink. So this is my next step. This is my monumental day 94. 94 days later. If anyone ever wonders why I put it, the number of days on later, because I love the movie 28 Days Later. I got to throw it in there. I got to throw something in there for me. So yeah, tomorrow I meet with a licensed professional. And this is the next step. Because it's not good enough just to be sober and not take a substance that you were killing yourself with. You also have to become the person that your higher power has always meant you to be. And like I said, if your higher power has to fucking break you like a bone with no anesthesia, no painkillers, to reset you, well, bless your higher power that he loves you enough to do that. And he will use someone that you love to do that, because usually that's the only person who has the power to do something like that. And look, I look at it like this. The people I hurt, and you all know, you've had to deal with me. I don't know if you'll ever want anything to do with me again. You know, these may be empty words and platitudes or whatever. But I'm okay with that, because even if you choose not to be in my life, I don't have to stop loving you. Which is like, that's God. How many people don't have God as a part of their life, and he still loves them only the way God can? And I'll do that if I have to from now to the day I die. I will still love everyone with a supernatural love. Keep them in my prayers every single day without fail. And, you know, that's okay. So I leave it in God's hands. God can heal and mend all things. He can mend someone broken like me. He can mend relationships. Only God can put a broken heart back together. You know, the only thing God always warns us is harden not your heart. Because if you harden your heart, even God can't get into that. Even he won't be able to get into that. And you'll separate yourself from him. And that's the definition of hell, not just a fiery place. The more you separate yourself from God, the further away you get from that beautiful warmth and that comfort and love. You go into a place of darkness and cold. And I've been there. And the colder it gets, the more it actually burns and the more pain you'll feel. So, hey, here's my day 94. The Hulk is finding Doc Samson. Who'd have thought it? Join me here tomorrow for day 95. I don't know what I'll talk about. My big mouth will always come up with something. I had extra light in this video, but I'm actually glad it went out because my hair's poofy. My hair's very poofy today. I didn't put in any mousse, and I have a can of mousse. Someday, maybe I'll be able to put that mousse in again and be presentable. But until now, until that day comes, I feel like going, hey, I'm bad. Until that day comes, my hair shall be a poof. Good night, everybody. If you've taken the time to watch this, I fucking love you. God, love you. Wow. Words I'm not familiar with saying, but words I love saying. So I love every one of you. Even if you're watching this and I don't know you, I love you. Because that's what God wants me to do. Tune in tomorrow night. Same bat time. Same bat channel.